Hey, if you're seeing this video right now, it's not a coincidence. It's a sign. I know that sounds a little cheesy, but hear me out. Maybe you've been stuck in the same place for too long. Maybe you're tired of scrolling, watching everyone else level up while you feel like you're still standing still. Or maybe you've been telling yourself, tomorrow I'll get serious. Tomorrow I'll finally start. But guess what? Tomorrow is a lie we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. The fact that you clicked on this video means something has shifted. Some part of you is ready. Ready to get better, to get stronger, to take your life to the next level. And look, I'm not going to sell you some overnight miracle. That's not how this works. But I am going to give you a blueprint, a real one. 5 simple steps that, if you actually follow them, will change the game for you. Not someday, but starting today. So picture this. It's December 31st, a few months from now. You're looking back at the version of you who started watching this video. You barely recognize that person because you're healthier, sharper, more confident. You're no longer just talking about growth, you're living it. You've stopped procrastinating, you've stopped making excuses, and you're starting to win. Feels good, right? Now let's talk about how to make that happen. Step 1. Own your starting point. First things first. You've got to be honest about where you're starting from. I know that sounds simple, but most people skip this part. They jump straight into setting crazy goals without really looking at their life right now. It's like trying to use Google Maps without dropping a starting pin. You can't get directions to where you're going if you don't know where you are. So here's the truth. You might not be in the best shape of your life. Your bank account might be stressing you out. Maybe you're stuck in a job you hate. Maybe your self-confidence has been in the basement for months or years. And you know what? That's okay. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to pretend you're crushing life if you're not. The key is to look at your life with open eyes. No judgment. No beating yourself up. Just facts. When I did this for myself a couple years ago, it was uncomfortable as hell. I realized I was spending hours scrolling on my phone, saying I didn't have time to work on my goals. I was eating like garbage, skipping workouts, and wondering why I felt so drained all the time. At first, I wanted to avoid the truth, but once I finally faced it, something powerful happened. I stopped lying to myself, and that gave me my power back. So here's your first challenge. Take out your notes app or grab a notebook and write down exactly where you're at right now. Be brutally honest. No sugarcoating. How do you feel physically? How do you feel mentally? What's going well and what's not? This is your baseline. And guess what? Baselines are beautiful because from here, you only go up. Step 2. Choose one focus. All right, so now you've got your starting point. Next up, pick one area of your life to dominate. Not 5, not 3, just one. I know, that's hard. We're all ambitious. We want to do everything at once. I've been there. There was a time when I tried to fix my diet, my business, my relationships, my sleep, my side hustle, my confidence, all in the same month. Spoiler alert, I burned out by week 2 and ended up back at square one. Here's what I learned the hard way. Focus creates power. When you pick one main goal, all your energy stops getting scattered. You go from spinning in circles to moving straight ahead. So ask yourself, what's the one thing I could improve right now that would make everything else easier? For some of you, that might be your health. Because when you feel better physically, everything else gets easier. You have more energy to work, connect with people, and stay consistent. For others, it might be your finances. Getting control of your money might free up your mental space so you stop stressing and start building. Or maybe it's mindset. Finally stopping that negative self-talk that's been running your life. Whatever it is, Get specific. Don't just say, I want to get healthier. Say, I'm going to work out for 20 minutes every day for the next 30 days. Don't just say, I want to make more money. Say, I'm going to make my first $500 freelancing by the end of the month. Specific goals create real momentum. Vague goals collect dust. So here's your task for today. Pick one focus. Write it down. Say it out loud. Make it real. Step 3. Take messy action. Today. Now here's where most people get stuck. They think they need to have everything perfectly planned before they start. They watch 47 YouTube videos on productivity hacks. They download 5 different apps to get organized. And then they do nothing. Look, I get it. We all love the idea of starting, but starting feels scary because it's messy. You don't know all the steps yet. You're not ready. Guess what? You're never gonna feel ready. The only way to get ready is to start. When I first launched my side business, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have the perfect website. I didn't have a fancy logo. I didn't even have a clear pitch, but I sent my first email anyway. I made my first awkward sales call. And yeah, it was rough. I stumbled, I mumbled, I second-guessed myself. But you know what? That's how I learned. Action creates clarity. Not thinking, not planning, doing. So whatever your goal is, take the first step today. If it's fitness, do 10 push-ups right now. If it's starting a side hustle, send a DM to one potential client. If it's saving money, transfer $5 to your savings account right this second. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for January 1st. Start messy. Start small. Just start. Step 4. Build non-negotiable routines. All right, let's keep it real. Motivation is overrated. There, I said it. Motivation is cool when it shows up, but you can't rely on it because some days you will feel fired up and other days you'll feel like absolute garbage. The key to leveling up isn't doing big things once in a while. It's doing small things every day, even when you don't feel like it. That's where routines come in. Think of routines like autopilot for success. Once you build the habit, you don't have to think about it, you just do it. For me, this started with something super simple, a morning routine. At first, it was just 10 minutes of writing down my goals. Then I added a quick workout, 15 minutes of bodyweight exercises in my living room. Then I added a 5-minute cold shower because, seriously, it works. Over time, that routine became part of who I am. Even on days when I feel like trash, I still do it because it's not optional anymore. That's the secret. Don't wait until you feel like it. Make it non-negotiable. So here's your challenge. Pick one daily routine that supports your goal. If your focus is health, maybe it's drinking 20 ounces of water as soon as you wake up. If it's finances, maybe it's checking your bank account and writing down what you spent. If it's mindset, maybe it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for every morning. Keep it simple, keep it small, but make it daily. Consistency beats intensity every time. Step 5. Upgrade your circle. Let's be honest. Who you hang out with matters more than you think. We're social creatures. Whether we realize it or not, we absorb the energy of the people around us. If your friends are constantly complaining, procrastinating, or talking about how life is unfair, guess what? That stuff rubs off. But when you're around people who are leveling up, who are setting goals, chasing dreams, working on themselves, that rubs off too. A few years ago, I realized I was spending too much time around people who wanted to stay stuck. They weren't bad people, but they weren't trying to grow. And if I stayed in that environment, I was gonna get stuck too. So I made a change. I started following people online who inspired me. I joined the group of entrepreneurs who were way ahead of me. At first, it was intimidating. I felt like I didn't belong, but over time, I leveled up just by being around them. Here's the truth. You become like the people you spend the most time with. So ask yourself, who are your 5 closest influences right now? Are they pushing you forward? Or are they keeping you stuck? And if you don't have growth-minded people around you yet, that's okay. Start online. Join a Discord group. Follow mentors on social media. Drop a comment under this video and connect with other people who are watching this right now. Action. All right, let's bring this all together. If you've watched this far, you're not here by accident. Some part of you knows it's time to get serious, to stop talking about growth and actually do it. So let's recap real quick. 1. Own your starting point. Be real about where you are right now. 2. Pick one focus. Stop trying to do everything at once. 3. Take messy action. Start today, even if it's not perfect. 4. Build non-negotiable routines. Small daily habits change your life. 5. Upgrade your circle. Surround yourself with people who push you to grow. Now here's your next step. Drop a comment right now and tell me what's your focus for the next 90 days. I want to know. Write it down. Put it out there. Because once you say it out loud, it becomes real. And if you're serious about leveling up, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and stick around. We're building a community of people who are done with excuses and ready to actually grow. Your best life isn't going to build itself. So, are you ready? Let's make it happen.